Good evening. My name is Jasmine Sherman, and I want to get the basics out of the way. I'm fat, I'm black, and I'm a socialist running for president of the United States. I'm not independently wealthy. I'm not invested in the stock market. I'm not living off of a trust fund set up by my rich parents. I'm not looking for a handout, and I'm not up here to make my friends wealthy or write a book. We understand that this election is a black swan event like never before. With the Interstate Voter Compact, a third-party candidate can win. We do not have to pretend that we are trying to move parties to the left or to the right or talk about a rigged system. If you want guaranteed housing, universal health care, free education, and universal basic income, then you will vote for Jasmine Sherman. You can go to jasminesherman.com, and all my policies will be read to you if you don't have time to read them yourselves. We have a chance to reset. Let's reset. We don't need to keep pretending that things need to be researched or evaluated. You know what's wrong. You don't need to hear politicians who are wealthy and are gonna go home to their nice houses and their comfortable living tell you about the problems that you experience. You know there's no food in your fridge. You know there's no money in your bank account. What you don't know is who is going to do that and resolve your issues faster. Politicians are wonderful ideas, but what you need is change. You don't need some icon. You need someone that is going to make sure that you can feed your family, educate your children, spend time with them. Right now, our country is at the precipice, and we need to push it forward. If you actually want to do something, I would recommend that you listen to the candidates that have a plan to put money in your pocket tomorrow. And if you are not interested, at least begin mutual aid where you live. Go to jasminesherman.com for more details and to donate, because we have work to do.
Keep an open mind, okay?
Why black people run away when we laugh? Because we weren't allowed to laugh on those plantations. This is stuff that lives in us, y'all. This ain't nothing new, y'all. That's why y'all going, oh, what? Yeah, it lives in us. That doesn't just go away, like she said. And if we don't start unpacking it seriously, it will also be the end of us.
Now listen, right? When a bill comes in the mail, instead of paying the bill that comes in the mail, which has already been paid by the trust, the SESTA QV trust has already been paid. Pay all of your mortgages, all of your bills. The next time a bill comes in, sign it approved and mail it back to them. Now, if the company contacts you and requests for you to mail them a payment, right? So the thing that they're sending you is a statement and showing you what has been paid, all right? That is not what you need. If they're requesting payment, you need to also request something called a true bill. Not a statement that shows what was due and what was paid. All right, so what was due was the top part of your bill that you get in the mail, and the bottom part shows what was paid, okay? So you guys are not really conducting your utilities and mortgage bills correctly. So this is how you do it. You ask them for a true bill and you'll be happy to pay it. And don't forget, mortgage companies, utility companies, they all have direct access into your SESTA QV trust, okay? Now, how do they get access? All they need is your name and your social security number. Notice, anytime you get utilities, they ask you all the ways for your name, your social security number, those personal identifiers, ask for the true bill.
For you guys who are not aware, the government has been planning martial law for many years. If you live in any type of apartment, you probably have a doorknob like this that has a secret opening. Stay woke, people.
Do y'all have a warrant?
Not yet.
Okay. Please don't trespass. Please don't trespass.
Okay. I was gonna walk up to talk to you.
No, sir, you're trespassing already, sir.
I'm just in the walkway, so I can talk to you.
Okay, I'm gonna back up because you got a gun. I'm gonna back up.
Okay. Do you have any kids here?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any kids here?
Why? Do you like kids?
No, the CPS agent is concerned for them. There's some allegations. She's just trying to
Are those facts?
take them out. There are allegations. There are people saying that.
Are they facts? So are they sworn by under oath and affirmation by someone under testimony to a judge that those are facts?
What's your name?
Sir?
What's your name?
Sir, I don't have to identify myself. Do you know what section 3802 of the statute penal code is? That I don't have. Yes, look it up. You can Google it. Yeah, it says I don't have to identify myself unless I'm lawfully or illegally being arrested. And sir, I'm not committing no crime. What is your name?
I'm Officer Jones.
You're Officer Jones.
Yep.
And what's your name, sir?
Mireles.
Officer Mireles. Angela. Ochoa.
Okay. So usually the process is just so you know, there's some serious allegations involving, methamphetamines, that kind of thing. So,
serious allegations.
Yeah, so
how can a
probably
serious allegation be fact?
Have fun with your kids. All right.
I'll come back with the court order tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Am I the only person who wants to work together with other people, buy some land, build our own communities, grow our own food, and live as far away from the job world as possible? Because I no longer want to participate in the rat race. I no longer want to run on the hamster wheel. I no longer want to work just to pay the bills. I don't want to be a CEO. I don't want to be a manager. I don't want to be a supervisor. I damn sure don't want to go back to college and try to get a degree, because we all know that's a waste of time. I used to want to be famous. I don't even want that anymore. I just want to travel, see the world, meet new people, experience life, and live amongst like-minded individuals. That's all I want to do. That's the American dream. I mean, who knows? Maybe I need to move away from America. Maybe I need to get out of America. We'll see what happens.
Americans are so broke and they don't even realize it. I always get Americans tell me, oh, but people in Mexico only make $20 a day. You can get a full meal here for $2. The metro in Mexico City costs 5 pesos, which is like 25 cents. I can go to the market right now and buy 3 kilos of mangoes for like $2. Yeah, people make less money here, but the cost of living is also lower. Americans think that everywhere is like the US. Now, check this out. Let's say you live in the US and you make $3,500 a month after taxes. I'm being generous. Rent, $2,000. Car payment, $500. Car insurance, $200. Health insurance, $200. Phone bill, $100. Wi-Fi bill, $50. Light bill, $150. Water bill, $100. What's the point of making more money if you don't get to keep any of it? Who cares if you make $4,000 a month if you don't get to keep any of it? 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and that includes half of six-figure earners. 80% of you guys are in debt and don't own anything, and half of you guys don't even have $500 in your savings account. But let's call other countries poor and let's call other people poor. Living paycheck to paycheck your whole life and being in debt your whole life should be considered poverty, but it's not. And I know this is going to hurt a lot of Americans, but it's the truth. The US system wants you to spend every waking moment of your life working and paying into a system that will never benefit you. Slaving away your whole life just to be retired for a measly 10 years. At least here in Mexico, we own our things. We own our houses. We own our cars. We're not in debt. But anyways, that's a story for another day. Let me know what you guys think.
Fuck that country, man. I am not shedding 1 ounce of blood for that motherfucker. Why? Why would I shed any more blood for that bitch? My ancestors already paid the debt. We don't owe America a goddamn thing. That's the fucked up part. Y'all think we owe that motherfucker something. America fucking owes us, and it won't fucking pay up. So fuck people who don't pay their debt. May that motherfucker burn, slow, and rot. And look what it's doing. Burning, slow, and rot. So, yeah, miss me with all that. We're Americans thing. We're only Americans when we good at sports. When we popular. You understand? When we go and fight and risk our lives for that motherfucker. That's when we Americans. Fuck that. Keep all that shit. I don't want none of it.
I want you to see who's in it. More important than the man hanging. Because you got to understand the lynchings that occurred in America, thousands of lynchings happened after slavery. I want you to look at this little girl in particular. You can't see her closely, but she's actually smirking. She would be loathed and torn up probably if this was a puppy, which means he's less than that. Can't feel any empathy for him. There's a little one back here, even smaller. So I've got to believe, oh, it's all over now. It's not my fault. I don't benefit. It's not a big deal. Let's move on. It's not all of those things. But we don't say that to Jewish people. I dare you. This is a man that's being burned. Not only did they burn him, they decapitated him, cut him into pieces, and used parts of his body as things to put on mantles. Now, again, I want you to look at the folks. I want you to look at who's here. We're looking at plain old, common, dressed up folks. They're squeezing, please, I want my picture taken. Are you following me?
Did you know cayenne pepper and its secret benefits you probably didn't know? These are the changes you will notice in your body. Save this video to keep it in mind. You will enjoy a stronger digestion system thanks to the anti-inflammatory properties of cayenne pepper. This can relieve stomach symptoms and promote a better circulation. You will experience a complete detoxification of your body. Cayenne pepper acts as a powerful detoxifier. You will keep your body clean and healthy. This prevents heart diseases, as the anti-inflammatory properties of cayenne pepper will reduce high blood pressure, as studies have shown that the active compounds in cayenne pepper have anti-cancer effects by slowing the growth of tumor cells. Also, you will decrease the risk of diabetes, as cayenne pepper plays a role in glucose irregularity and improves to lower blood sugar levels when they are too high. Cayenne pepper will also help with arthritis and joint pain. Click the TikTok shop on the bottom left and try this 6-pound bag that will last you the rest of 2024. It's on sale, so don't miss out.
The most powerful banker in the world just died, and when you study his family, it becomes clear why people can't afford homes and college. The story goes back to the 1700s and a banker named Mayer Rothschild, and he made an amazing discovery that there was more wealth lending money to governments than individual people. And to stay with me, because this will explain why Gen Z can't afford anything. Rothschild would have 5 sons, who he would send to 5 different countries across Europe to start central banks: Germany, Austria, England, Italy, and France. And by the early 1800s, the Rothschild family was funding both sides of the Napoleonic Wars, which was the real World War I. And funding both sides of wars would become part of the business model. Well, Napoleon would be defeated at the Battle of Waterloo, and the Rothschilds had gotten the news before everyone else. They knew that England won the war. Well, they start selling off all their English war bonds, and they make sure everyone could see them do it. And when everyone saw the Rothschilds selling their bonds, they started to sell theirs. They assumed that the Rothschilds had information that England was going to lose the war. And when everyone started selling their war bonds, the Rothschilds bought them back for pennies on the dollar. And later that week, when everyone else found that England won the war, the Rothschilds basically owned the country. And as Nathan Rothschild said, "Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws." The business model had become to get governments and people into debt. And when the Rothschilds saw a young America, they saw opportunity. And in 1816, they found their way into American central banking with the second bank of the United States. And your money would be worth even less today if Andrew Jackson hadn't come along and saved the country. He started what are known as the bank wars. He balanced the budget, paid off America's debt, and ended the charter of the second bank of the United States. And although an assassin was sent after Jackson, he would miss both shots, and Jackson would proceed to beat him with a cane. And that's why Jackson is on the $20 bill. They're mocking him, and they're mocking you and me. But 77 years later, the Rothschilds would take control of the American banking system with the passage of the Federal Reserve Act. That's what this book is about. It gave a small group of powerful bankers a monopoly over the printing of the American dollar. And for every dollar they print, they're paid back at interest. This is why the 16th Amendment was passed that same year, 1913. It established the federal income tax for the first time in American history. When they print this money, they get paid back at interest with our tax dollars. And there hadn't been a federal income tax for the first 137 years that America was a country. And these taxes go to paying back the bankers at interest, not the roads and the military like everyone thinks. It's usury, debt, interest. It's how you steal the wealth from the middle class of a nation. And they love the wars because they're getting paid back at interest. But every time they print that money, they're stealing from the future. It means your money is going to be worth less. It's why they had Lyndon B. Johnson push the Great Society, which made mortgages and college loans available to everyone, which was great for the boomers. But every time they took out those loans, it meant the price of housing and college would go up, up, up. So now no one could afford housing, no one could afford college without going into debt. The business model has always been to use usury to steal the wealth of nations, to control governments, and to control people. Check out my private homeschool community, the courses I teach, and my books on the banking system, how information is controlled, rights fundamental to being an American, the trap of free, the history of fake news, and so much more.
Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to listen to this, especially if you have the habit of leaving your phone in the bed while it's charging while you sleep. See, Apple just issued a warning for people who charges their iPhones while they're sleeping. Yeah, they basically telling y'all stop leaving y'all phones in the beds while it's charging. See, the tech giant Apple has asked people to stop leaving their phones in their bed overnight. The warning explains that charging your iPhone while it's covered up is unable to ventilate and could result in injury. You see, avoid prolonged skin contact with charging cable and connector when the charging cable is connected to the power source, because it may cause discomfort or injury. Now let me give you a demonstration of this in action. When he plugs this in, it becomes a transmitter. You see how far the radiation frequencies is traveling. It's not even on the phone no more. Are y'all seeing this? This is why y'all don't need to have this phone in their bed while y'all sleeping. The signal is still being transmitted. Now this is what they was talking about. Avoid prolonged skin-to-skin contact with the phone while it is on the charger. It might cause discomfort and what? Look, he is the transmitter now. It's flowing through him.
If you drink hot water with turmeric and lemon every morning on an empty stomach, this is what will happen in your body. Record this video to remember it. You will have beautiful skin. Thanks to the anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric and the vitamin C of lemon, this drink can relieve symptoms of eczema and promote radiant skin. You will detoxify your whole body. The combination of turmeric and lemon acts as a powerful detoxifier, helping to eliminate the toxins accumulated in your body to cleanse it. You will prevent arthritis. The anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric will relieve your joint pain and contribute to the prevention of arthritis. You will reduce the risk of cancer. Studies have shown that the active compounds of turmeric have anti-cancer effects by hindering the growth of tumor cells. You will reduce the risk of diabetes. Turmeric plays a role in the relationship between the body and the skin. Turmeric is a natural detoxifier that can regulate glucose and improves insulin sensitivity, thus contributing to the prevention of risks related to diabetes.
BBL started because everybody wanted to look like the black woman. Let's just keep it real. They're using Kim K as the model for it, but her model was black women.
Because she had
big
the
lips,
exposure.
Big lips, big butts. Back in the 90s with Pamela Anderson and the whole silicone phase, they looked down on big lips, big butts, big hips. Nobody wanted to have that.
That was more
now
Hollywood
you got
stuff.
every race literally killing themselves, paying to look like who? So why are we then, our women go ahead and paying to look like themselves? That's where the self-hate come in at. It's like, now you got to get to the root of yourself. Learn your culture. Learn yourself. Learn the beauty of yourself. That'll kill all that. Because I'm seeing women that already got bodies still paying for the beat. Like, that shit is crazy. Get your ass in the gym. Stop jumping on the doctor's table trying to take the shortcut. Because guess what? Your fucking lifestyle habits don't change. You get this BBL. 2 years later, you fucked off again. You right back on the doctor table. I've seen it too many times.
When TikTok get to asking me, do I want to follow people from Facebook, I will scroll up so fast. Hell no, I don't want to follow them from Facebook. I left the ghetto for a reason. Leave them people in the ghetto. I no longer reside there. Like, out of all the social medias, TikTok is my favorite. TikTok is like real life. It's like you can literally understand people on TikTok. It don't matter what you search, you can learn here. Nobody thinks they're too good. People actually engage with other people. You can learn how to cook, learn how to sew, learn how to do hair, learn how to do anything you want to do on TikTok. I love TikTok. It's worldwide. I absolutely hate IG. IG is just like fake Hollywood. Everybody think they rich. Everybody think they somebody. Everybody too good to like your stuff, comment, engage. engage. I absolutely hate IG. It's like a aesthetic pleasing type of place that I have no desire to be. It's full of all the fakes. And then Facebook. Facebook is the complete ghetto. I hate Facebook so bad. So when I see somebody from here, over here, from Facebook, baby, I'm going to scroll right past you like I don't even know you, because I don't know you. Facebook is full of all the local drama, full of all the people who got points to prove from high school, all the people who still fighting to be popular, people that still wanting to be seen, still wanting to be it, still wanting to be them people that they never got a chance to be back when they were younger. I absolutely hate Facebook. TikTok is my family. I love TikTok. TikTok love me, and TikTok is like a real life. Hi, TikTok.
I'm just gonna say it. Chicago, get y'all kids. I don't know how we're gonna do this. I'm at Chick-fil-A in the South Loop, and when I say it's like a parade of kids, a bunch of police officers, like seriously, like people can't hardly do nothing. It's just like these people could be allocated somewhere else to really fight some crime, and they got to be over here telling our kids to go home. Because why is it like a bunch of them? I've seen at least 100 kids in groups, and it's probably really more than like 100. It's so many police officers. I'm sitting here thinking it was a shooting. Get y'all kids. Like, we really got to be honest with ourselves. Get the kids. Like, it's just, it starts at home. Get y'all kids, for real.
If you drink okra water every morning, what happens to your body? First of all, your skin will be smoother. The nutrients in okra water are good for the skin, promote healthy skin, and help slow down the aging process. Secondly, okra water contains vitamins A, C, K, B, vitamins, calcium, iron, magnesium, potassium, and other nutrients. These nutrients are essential for the proper functioning of the body and for health maintenance. Anti-inflammatory effects. Some ingredients in okra may have anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce inflammation and symptoms of related diseases. Some studies have hinted that some components in okra may have a positive effect on blood pressure and help maintain a healthy cardiovascular system. Okra water also has a diuretic effect, helping to remove excess salt and water from the body, which may be helpful in maintaining water balance. Focus on learning more health knowledge.
Stop brushing your teeth.
Stop brushing your teeth. Brushing your teeth is bad. All right, let me explain. 99% of people in this generation use plastic toothbrushes. You may say, what is the problem with that? Plastic toothbrushes have nylon bristles, which contain microplastics. Every time you brush your teeth, millions of microplastic bits enter your system. This usually causes cancer and leads to a worse life. If you want to avoid this, then you can use a more natural alternative. What I recommend is using something called a Wax stick. This stick originated from nature and is a more natural and healthy way of brushing your teeth. It contains 0 microplastics and makes your teeth whiter in just a matter of days.
Hey, check this shit out. And this the reason why you need to check your fruits or your vegetables. Make sure that you clean your shit thoroughly. You feel me? Cause what you about to see right now is a parasite. And these motherfuckers got a mind of them own. When this shit get inside your body, it grow and expands. You understand me? Look how it's finna move. That shit crazy. Think about this shit being in your body and expanding. It's like, this is what motherfuckers eating and they don't even know it. Make sure you detox your body. That shit crazy. And it's a lot of GMO products out here that's like that. And even if you growing your own vegetables, make sure that you tap in and look inside and examine your product. This shit right here can take you out. This shit right here can live inside you for years and cause you to get sick and all other types of things.
It's taken me 500 years to learn these little planting tricks. For corn, put it in a container, cover it with water, wait for it to sprout, then plant the whole thing in the soil and water it. Now you can grow your own corn at home. Take tomatoes you buy from the store, slice them up, and lay them flat in nutrient-rich soil. Cover them with another layer, water them regularly, and wait for them to sprout. Then you won't have to buy tomatoes for your home anymore. For roses, split a branch in the middle, insert a piece of chewing gum, cut a piece of banana, wrap it around the gum, secure it with a tie, then cover it with a plastic cup. Add some soil, moisten with water, and after some time, roots will form at the wound. Cut it off, transplant it into a pot, and you've got yourself a new rose bush. Get a bottle and add some water along with the green beans you're not going to eat. Shake well, then punch 7 even holes in the cap, drain the water and let it sit. Soon, all the beans will sprout. Cut open the bottle and you'll have the freshest bean sprouts. Cut the bottom off an onion, plant it head down in the soil, cover it with a thin layer of soil, water it, and soon you'll have fresh green onions at home. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Follow me and learn new tricks happily every day.